Hello and welcome. Tinubu needs to fail. Yesterday I said Tinubu must fail. Today I will repeat it again. I will never get tired of saying it. Tinubu needs to fail. If there is any prayer that anybody should pray for Nigeria, it is the prayer that Tinubu must fail. Right now, Tinubu is succeeding at the expense of Nigeria. Tinubu is doing what he has determined to do. He is not making a mistake. He's not goofing. Tinubu has succeeded while making Nigeria to fail. So if anybody tells you that we need to pray for Tinubu to succeed, that person is either wicked, selfishly wicked, or that person is naive. They don't know what they are talking about. Because if you look at everything that has happened, look at what even happened yesterday in the National Assembly. This whole old national anthem becoming new national anthem, the bill that was hurriedly signed. People have criticized, people have condemned, people have praised. And you may look at it and think that, oh, there's nothing for us to celebrate. Tinubu has failed. No. There's a difference between Tinubu succeeding and Nigeria succeeding. There's a difference. Nigeria has failed, but Tinubu has succeeded because he's doing exactly what he has designed and determined to do. I'll show you how if you are in doubt. But before I do that, I need you to remember, in a society, any society where armed robbers are the heroes, children want to become like armed robbers. Again, I'll repeat it. In societies, in communities where armed robbers are the heroes, children want to become like armed robbers. They want to become armed robbers. Is that what we have in Nigeria today? Let's look at it. Look, I am not saying that Tinubu needs to fail because I did not support Tinubu in 2023. And I still don't support him. But that's not why I say that Tinubu needs to fail or we need to pray for Tinubu to fail. That's not why. And I'm not saying it because I'm a supporter of Peter Obi. No. So don't be quick to just put me in the basket of obedience and call us names. Don't be too quick. That's not why Nigeria needs to pray for Tinubu to fail. Look at everything that has happened. There are two things that Tinubu has determined to do and he's succeeding at. So if you look at the fight between Fubara and Wike in Rivers, you look at the fight between Ado Bayero and Lamido Sanusi in Kano. You look at the tussle between the federal government and NLC concerning the new minimum wage. You look at the imbroglio, the hula baloo within the political party system. If you look at everything, all this talk about the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, everything points to these two things that Tinubu is doing, that he is succeeding at, that is making Nigeria to fail. And you know the painful thing is this. All we do in Nigeria is complain. And I don't blame Nigerians. I won't join people like Buba Galadima to say that they are happy that Tinubu is punishing Nigerians and even said Nigerians can go and die. It is only because he does not understand, like many Nigerians do not understand, that Tinubu is actually succeeding. He's doing exactly what he set in his mind to do. What the people that supported and pushed him, that enabled him to maneuver his way into Aso Rock, what they set to do is what they are doing. And it's two things. They are selling Nigeria to the lowest bidder. Let me not even say highest bidder. Because highest bidder would mean that you are selling Nigeria at a price that is higher than what Nigeria is worth. but they are selling Nigeria cheaply into slavery for a price that is a fraction of the worth of Nigeria. They are doing that. But what is even worse than that is this. They are selling Nigeria, but they are also putting measures in place to prevent Nigerians from rallying around each other, from coming together, from organizing to resist them. So they are killing two birds with one stone, and we don't know it. So any pastor or imam that comes to tell you that we need to pray for Tinubu to succeed, they are either selfishly wicked or they are naive. They don't know what they are talking about. Tinubu has already succeeded. He's in Aso Rock. No matter how we come out and scream and say, oh, Tinubu's government is illegitimate. Yeah, we can scream that for all we care. But the truth still remains that Tinubu still runs Aso Rock. He still runs Nigeria. And that is what he set out to do. Sell Nigeria to his friends. Look at the Chaguri guy and the Chaguri group. So while we are here screaming and talking and shouting and saying his administration or his government is illegitimate, he still goes on to run the show, putting schemes in place to transfer public funds into the private pockets of himself and his friends, using things like the student loan portal. And people think it's a good thing. They lied to us that they are transferring 50,000 naira to 1,000 small businesses. All these are schemes that the Tinubu administration has put in place to transfer public funds into private pockets. Students are not going to benefit from the student loan. They are not going to benefit. If you look at the Enabling Act, the Student Loan Act, you will see that it was designed to enrich the cronies of Tinubu. That was what it was designed to do. It was not designed to help Nigerian students. And they are not going to benefit from it. At a critical and a fundamental level. Forget the fact that the money is not going to the students directly. After they finish their university education, where are the jobs? They are shipped away to Japan, to China. They are shipped away to Britain, to US, to European Union, to Russia. The jobs are shipped away. So, whether you think about it to the right or you think about it to the left, that student loan scheme is designed to be a special purpose vehicle, a tool to siphon public funds into private pockets. Don't forget that according to the law that established that Student Loans Act, they take 5% or is it 1% from some oil company, 1% from here. So when they gather those monies lie there in a pool, in a bank account that is now called the Student Loan Fund, the NEL Fund, Nigeria Educational Loan Fund. And that money, the people that are in charge of running it are at liberty to use that money as they deem fit, according to the law establishing the student loan scheme. So, by the time they set conditions that students cannot meet, and the money is already taken as tax from people, and the people who are in charge of running that fund, they are at liberty to do as they please with it, what happens? They will fix the money in fixed deposit, they will fix it in treasury bills, they will collect interest, they will use it as they like. At the end of the day, the students will really not benefit. But the people who are running it, who are the friends and cronies of Tinubu, of course, they will have their pockets lined up with public funds. Tinubu has succeeded, though. He's doing exactly, he has met his own personal expectation. So if you say that we should pray for Tinubu to succeed, you are missing the point. There's a difference between the interest of Tinubu, which he is pursuing, that aligns with the interest of the foreign global north. There's a difference between that interest and the interest of Nigeria. Just take whatever of the policies. Is it the devaluation of the naira? Is it the increase in the pump price of petrol in the name of removal of fuel subsidy that Tinubu knew, the National Assembly knew did not exist? And rather than probe the people who were responsible for it, They transferred punishment and suffering and hunger onto Nigerians. Tinubu has succeeded, though, and he is succeeding. And we need to pray. If prayer works, we need to pray that Tinubu must fail. Tinubu needs to fail. If not, Nigeria will continue to fail. Tinubu must fail for Nigeria to succeed. Tinubu must fail for Nigeria to do well. As long as Tinubu continues on this path, where he has the National Assembly, he has the judiciary in his pocket, he will continue to succeed at the expense of Nigeria. And we must open our eyes to see this fact. We must open our eyes and so come out from this divide of, oh, he's in support of Tinubu or he's in support of Peter Obi. We must go beyond that now, because right now, it didn't touch everybody. There's only a select few persons that are not suffering from this draconian and satanic policy of Tinubu. Only a few. So if you are part of that few, congratulations to you. This video is not for those kind of persons. This video is for you. Those hundreds of millions, almost 200 million people that are suffering from the effect of the satanic policy of Tinubu. This video is for you. Tinubu needs to fail. We must pray. But in fact, right now, we need to go beyond praying. The whole incidents that happened at the National Assembly, see the way Akpabio was laughing, the way Tajuddin Abbas, the Speaker of House of Representatives, was laughing. All of them were just like nothing, everything is well with Nigeria. That is similar to the analogy I gave yesterday when I said that when armed robbers gang up together and put themselves in the executives, put themselves in the legislature, put themselves in the judiciary, and they are the ones that will make laws, they are the ones that will execute the laws, they are the ones that will interpret the laws. What do you have? You have state capture. And what they will do is make laws that will legalize robbery. And as long as that happens, what do you get? Other people who are not robbers cannot find their way into government again. This is why we continue to have leadership problems in Nigeria. This is serious. Tinubu needs to fail. If you want to go the route of prayer, go the route of prayer. But that prayer, only one prayer we need to pray right now. Tinubu needs to fail. Tinubu must fail. You know, you can pray the MFM way. Tinubu fail. Tinubu fail. In the name of Jesus. If you want to do it the Muslim way, hold your, I think they call it tasbih, whatever, and begin to repeat it. Repeat it. Tinubu fail. Tinubu fail. For Nigeria to succeed. They have captured the political arena. They have set up policies that operate at the political parties that prevent honest Nigerians with integrity, from ever gaining access to public office. And for us to correct that, we must go beyond just praying for Tinubu to fail. We must create a political party that will open up the political field and create a level playing field. And that party is Abundance Party of Nigeria. Unfortunately, it is not Labour Party, because Labour Party has shown to be shown itself to be a problem also that needs to be solved. And unless Labour Party is solved, as it jeopardized the chances of Peter Obi in the 2023 election, it will jeopardize it again. Many people don't know that Peter Obi is not in Aso Rock today is not only as a result of INEC or as a result of Tinubu or as a result of APC. It's not only as a result of the thuggery of MC Oluomo and others. Those are contributing factors. But the main determining factors were forces within the Labour Party. And I'm not talking about Lamidi Akpakpa and co. I'm talking about Aburi. Unless those factors, those problems within the Labour Party are resolved and solved, and clear-cut ideologies like, number one, that Labour Party must not charge nomination fee for any elective position unless that position is. And Labour Party sets up and changes its constitution to include conditions like members of the party can only qualify to run for office unless they have been members at least for 12 months, unless these conditions are put in place, and that primaries are direct primaries. Unless these conditions are put in place in the Labour Party will jeopardize the chances of Peter Obi again in 2027 like they did in 2023. So, Labour Party is part of the contributing or determining factors of the problems of Nigeria today. So, if Peter Obi is going to get a chance, he needs a party where genuine Nigerians that have integrity like him will have the opportunity to come up. Unfortunately, right now, for the political parties in Nigeria, but fortunately for Nigerians, the only political party that can bring that to pass right now is the Abundance Party of Nigeria. And you have the opportunity to participate in the creation and establishment of this political party. This is the only party that is a party for the people, a party of the people, and a party by the people. A party of ideology. I know some people think that the political party cannot save Nigeria, but this political party is different from the other political parties. Think about the ideologies I'm talking about, and you will see that it is the only solution that can ensure that Tinubu fails and that Nigeria succeeds. That Tinubu fails in 2027 and that Nigeria succeeds. And Nigeria can only succeed if it goes away from the path of consumption into the path of production. And we need leaders that can take us on this journey. Only possible on the Abundance Party of Nigeria platform. What are you waiting for? Join it now. And let's go beyond just praying for Tinubu to fail, to actually taking action to ensure that Tinubu indeed fails and that Nigeria succeeds.